welcome to Timekeeping. This show will attempt to chronicle year-by-year changes to the Walt Disney World Resort, from the excitement of a new ride opening to the minutiae of a store changing names. Join us as we celebrate 50 years of the vacation kingdom of the world. If 2018 at Walt Disney World were given a theme, it would be infrastructure. While attractions, shops, and restaurants all opened and closed, there was a lot of preparation going on for the future. With Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, and the Disney World 50th anniversary celebration fast approaching, the resort was readying itself for unprecedented crowds with new roadways, hotels, and other improvements that would open in the future. But before those could materialize, a new land would open and lots of smaller changes would need to take place. In the Magic Kingdom on Main Street, USA, Talking Mickey Mouse went silent at the Town Square Theater on May 12th. The meet and greet returned to the standard Mickey format. As part of the TRON Lightcycle Run construction, the Walt Disney World Railroad stopped its Grand Circle Tour on December 3rd, with one of the trains parked at the Main Street station for guests to explore. Yes, it was that long ago. While changes happen to hard ticket events every year, 2018 saw some notable additions to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Live actors were added to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, a lighting and audio overlay was added to the Mad Tea Party, and Space Mountain ran in total darkness during the event. Move It, Shake It, Dance, and Play It Street Party ended its run on December 1st. Pirates of the Caribbean also saw a refurbishment from February 25th through March 19th, during which time the auction scene was reworked to remove the human trafficking aspects. The famous redhead would now be known as Red the Pirate and would be participating in auctioning off loot from the pirates' plundering. To make up for the changes to an iconic scene, another iconic scene was restored, that being the beach scene at the beginning. As well, the waterfall projections of Davy Jones and Blackbeard became a thing of the past. Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate tutorial show ended on September 29th as part of larger entertainment cuts for the new fiscal year. In June, some safety nets were added above some of the pathways on the lower levels of the Swiss Family Treehouse. Club 33 locations began to open at Walt Disney World in 2018 as well. The Magic Kingdom one, known as the Captain's Quarters, opened at the east end of the Adventureland Veranda in October, joining the EPCOT location, the former American Adventure Lounge, and the Studios location above the Brown Derby in the former Catwalk Bar. At the exit of Splash Mountain in the Briar Patch shop, some registers were removed in April to help with the flow of the store. As part of the attraction's new Ziploc sponsorship, themed Ziploc bags were given to guests riding the ride beginning on September 18th. The Maleficent Dragon float from the Festival of Fantasy Parade caught fire on May 11th in Liberty Square. No one was injured, but the float was temporarily removed from the parade for quite a while. Speaking of fire, with the Liberty Square riverboat closed for most of the year, when it did return, the burning cabin effects on Tom Sawyer Island were restored in late December. Tomorrowland saw many changes, but these were mostly all minor changes in preparation for the transformation that TRON would bring to the land. April 7th would see the end of the I Can Robot performer, and on April 8th, the Toy Story Claw merchandise kiosk would close near the entrance of the People Mover. Tomorrowland painting continued with the overall crystal white theme. The infamous purple wall received a transition crystalline pattern to the new color scheme as well. May saw more additional outdoor seating at Cosmic Rays, now on the Speedway side, and on the 25th, the incredible Tomorrowland Expo kicked off as a summer seasonal event, featuring characters, dance parties, and Streetmosphere superfans. This was to celebrate the release of The Incredibles 2. June 11 saw changes start to Space Mountain when the exit was rerouted temporarily outside. It would reopen on November 15th, but the speed ramp was completely removed, forcing guests to exit by walking the whole way out of the building. The Q games were switched off in August in favor of the new Play Disney Parks app, and on December 3rd, they saw the path from Space Mountain to Storybook Circus close for the construction of TRON Lightcycle Run. The spaceship entrance facade was removed from in front of the Monsters, Inc. laugh floor in September, replaced by a retro 70s-era Tomorrowland sign on December 13th. This signage, of course, had originally been erected for New Tomorrowland in 1994 and was the marquee for The Timekeeper. The year for EPCOT began with an expansion of the International Festival of the Arts to run full-time, not just on weekends. The former Wonders of Life Pavilion officially closed and no longer operated as a festival center. The Circle of Life and Environmental Fable closed on February 3rd inside the land. Ralph and Vanellope von Schweetz began meeting at the Imagination Pavilion in the Imageworks on November 21st, while some of the Imageworks exhibits were removed to make a more permanent meet-and-greet location. The Odyssey remained closed most of the year and reopened December 31st remodeled, with most of the interior completely removed and a more permanent-looking snack bar. In World Showcase, bear sculptures were added near the Canadian Disney Vacation Club kiosk in February. The American Adventure returned from a refurbishment with digital projections, an updated finale montage, and a new version of the theme song. The exhibit space changed to Creating Tradition, Innovation and Change in American Indian Art on July 30th. In March, Norway saw the temporary addition of the Mindesol Bakery, while the Kringla Bakery Og Café underwent a major refurbishment. It would reopen on August 31st, taking over part of the Puffin's Roost shop in a major expansion. A new Gods and Vikings exhibit opened in the Stave Church in May. Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Live took the American Gardens Theater stage on June 9th for a summer run, introducing EPCOT guests to the world of Marvel. Italy saw a more permanent pizza window, Pizza al Taglio, open on September 8th. To make way for the Ratatouille expansion and the Skyliner, the western part of the France Pavilion and its gardens and meet-and-greet locations closed on November 27th. January at Disney's Hollywood Studios saw a Saving Mr. Banks exhibit at Walt Disney Presents, the return of the Muppet Fountain, now with less characters, and on January 11th, a complete change to the park's background music. February 9th saw Walt Disney Presents switch to a Wrinkle in Time preview. Kids, look it up. Sweet Spells closed forever on April 15th to become a Toy Story merchandise location in preparation for the land opening. The beloved carrot cake cookie would move over to the Trolley Car Cafe. Also in preparation for Toy Story Land, the Toy Story Mania queue began to see updates for its eventual rerouting in April. Behind the scenes, a new cast services building and parking lot opened on May 25th. Solo, a Star Wars story props were added to the launch bay in May as well. Toy Story Land opened to guests on June 28th. The land featured Slinky Dog Dash launch roller coaster, the whip-type spinning ride, alien swirling saucers, as well as the existing Toy Story Mania, which had had its entrance moved from the now closed Pixar Place. While well-themed for its concept, the new land suffered from a number of problems, including a lack of shaded areas and enclosed buildings with no stores, only merchandise carts and the outdoor quick-service Woody's Lunchbox, which notoriously never had enough cash registers nor seating. In addition, there were a number of problems with the fencing around the various areas, and areas had to be taped off from guests. As well, in the men's restrooms, all of the urinals were accidentally built at child's height. With Toy Story Land now open, an expanded Galaxy's Edge preview opened at Walt Disney Presents on June 29th. With destinations locked to Last Jedi locations since November, the randomized sequences returned on July 24th at Star Tours. August 13th saw the bus loops close at the front of the park, and guests walking in were rerouted. Disney Junior Live on Stage closed on September 1st and was replaced by the Disney Junior Dance Party on December 21st, restoring some of the soundstage restaurant facade to the building. Vampirina joined the meet and greet out in front of the building in October, replacing Jake from Jake and the Neverland Pirates, who left on October 6th. Legends of Hollywood switched back to a general merchandise shop in September. Star-Lord and Baby Groot's meet and greet and several citizens of Hollywood became part of the entertainment cuts on September 29th. October saw Path of the Jedi become a seasonal offering, and Tatooine Traders was remodeled, removing the film set motif. The Nutcracker and the Four Realms preview began at Walt Disney Presents on October 5th, another movie you kids are probably going to have to look up. The film strip facade over the park's main driving entrance was removed on October 30th, and a new entrance was added from the east side on November 8th, with now only buses entering from Buena Vista Drive. The pathway to the Crescent Lake resorts reopened in December. The Sunshine Day Cafe became the Sunshine Day Bar on December 15th, and a Marketplace snack stand opened outside Toy Story Land's entrance near the end of the year. Following a monumental 2017, 2018 was relatively quiet at Disney's Animal Kingdom, well, except for the 3 to 4 hour lines at Flight of Passage. The Utility Suit meet and greet was added to Pandora on April 8th. Up, a Great Bird Adventure premiered on April 14th, replacing Flights of Wonder. The show was not well received and was reworked with a new version appearing on September 1st and a Diwali segment premiering for the holidays. Neither of those seemed to change guest sentiment. Donald's Dino Bash, including dance parties and meet and greets, opened May 25th in DinoLand as a permanent re-theme of sorts. The Restaurantosaurus Lounge opened after 5 p.m. on July 20th, while on July 31st, Pete Safari began testing a table service family-style dinner. The live actors were removed permanently from the Rivers of Light Nighttime Spectacular on September 29th as part of those aforementioned budget cuts. Rafiki's Planet Watch closed on October 20th, at the time leaving its future uncertain. At Disney Springs, Maria and Enzo's opened on January 4th, and the Hideaway Bar opened on the 12th. While World of Disney underwent a massive overhaul again, the Disney Corner opened in Town Center in February and closed October 31st. Disney Style opened on the West Side on May 6th, and Wine Bar George opened in the Landing on May 19th. Terralina Crafted Italian opened in the old Portobello location on June 28th. July 2nd saw the generically decorated World of Disney start to reopen, with Phase 2 opening October 18th and the full store on October 27th. Chicken Guy opened in the Planet Hollywood building on August 2nd, and the Four Rivers Cantina Barbacoa food truck opened on August 21st. In October, Disney Tales replaced Tag, and Love Pop took over the center section at the Marketplace Co-op. Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill opened on November 20th, and The Void added a Wreck-It Ralph experience on November 21st, themed to Ralph Breaks the Internet. The Spunky Stork opened in December, as did the Art of Greg McCullough in the old Little Mismatch location in the Marketplace. Starting January 30th, World Drive was temporarily rerouted, leaving the Magic Kingdom area, and it reopened in April, along with the Speedway gas station, which now featured a quick-service dining location. A new bypass ramp opened by the Transportation and Ticket Center parking booths on August 15th, allowing guests of the Magic Kingdom hotels to skip the toll plaza, and the exit ramp for this area opened on October 16th. On April 13th, a new merchandise cart was added at the Transportation and Ticket Center between the ticket booths and the monorail station. Several resort-wide policies changed in 2018. Overnight parking fees began for new reservations after March 21st. Lost and Found was centralized through an online system beginning May 21st. All childcare options closed in July, aside from a new Pixar experience which opened in the Contemporary on April 13th. Sammy Duvall Water Sports ceased all operations at the end of August, and on October 16th, a new date-based ticket system was set in place for theme park admission. Oak Trail added a foot golf course in February. Typhoon Lagoon hosted H2O Glow Nights hard ticket events beginning June 21st and tested an adults-only hideaway starting December 26th. Monorail Lime lost power and needed to be towed on June 10th, prompting the guests without air conditioning inside to pop open the windows. On November 14th, a guest in a motorized scooter accidentally hit one of the doors on Monorail Green, knocking it off at the Grand Floridian station. A few days later, one of the monorails had doors fail to open, forcing guests to miss a few stops. The Boardwalk added a snack bar in the lobby in March. The Tambu Lounge closed for remodeling from August 21st through November 16th. Artist Point closed on November 10th and reopened with storybook dining and a new woodsy decor on December 17th, a meal now featuring characters. Work continued on the Riviera Resort and the Skyliner throughout the year. The resort's construction had closed two of the Caribbean beach villages, Barbados and Martinique. Caribbean Beach was also undergoing remodeling, with the Spyglass Grill restaurant opening on March 19th and the new Old Port Royale opening on October 8th. This newly remodeled area now housed the main lobby and check-in, as well as the new Centertown Market, which took over space of the former counter service, as well as the Shutters sit-down restaurant. Calypso Trading Post also opened up inside, while outside, the Sebastian's Bistro table service restaurant was added. Trinidad North was renamed Barbados, and Trinidad South dropped the south part of the name. The entrance to the resort was also changed, now only allowing cars in from Victory Way. Coronado Springs expansion also continued, with the Pepper Market becoming El Mercado de Coronado in September and Panchitos being remodeled in October and November. Work also continued on the now named Gran Destino Tower and the Overwater Restaurant. 2018 was right at the center of the major additions to Walt Disney World, and the incremental changes reflected this. Toy Story Land served for many as an appetizer for the much-anticipated Galaxy's Edge and a whole new look for Disney's Hollywood studios. Resorts were undergoing refurbishment to prepare for anticipated increased demand. Focused on the anticipation of its 50th anniversary, Disney nor the world at large could not anticipate what was coming from 2019 and beyond. Well, time sure flies. If you're enjoying this jump from time to time with us, please hit the like button and please subscribe for more great content. For the perfect accessories to celebrate 50 years of Walt Disney World, head on over to Carousel of Products at carouselofproducts.com. To support this show and others, join the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. We'll see you real soon right here on Timekeeping.